As I was getting ready to film this video, I was looking at my list and I was like, it's kind of lean, so I'm not sure it's really enough to fill a full Mercedes shops, which is kind of funny because I feel like I've been doing way too much online shopping. I think it's like this, well, I think it's a couple of things. I think it's the energy of I'm just so sick of winter and I'm so ready for spring, but also, again, the medical intuitive stuff has just been changing my life in like every dimension. So I feel like it's had this effect of helping me to like purge things out of my life or just sort of get very, very clear on what I want in my life. So I've also been giving like a ton of stuff away, but then it's also, I've also had this like very strong impulse to buy very particular things. Another one of those things I've been feeling very compelled to buy is jewelry. So I think I'm going to do a jewelry specific video. I actually just ordered one piece last night that I'm beyond excited about, but anyway, I have no idea why I'm rambling like this. Well, let's get into what I have purchased over the last probably 2 or 3 weeks. If I can put down my tea. This is a Republic of Tea Rooibos tea. Clearly makes me very, very happy because I don't want to put it down. Okay, so I'll start with beauty stuff and then I'll move into clothes. The first thing I've been wanting to get for a while, and Amazon carried it. I recently decided to do Amazon Prime. I've just like totally caved. I wanted to get the Benjabelle cleansing balm. This is a makeup brush cleanser, a solid makeup brush cleanser. Actually, it has a little bit of red swirled on there. If you watched my last video, the Mahalo Red My Lips one, I was washing the little brush that I used to apply that with. But anyway, I think I've seen multiple beauty bloggers talk about this, but Sam from Lipstick Lady, who I adore, she's one of my absolute favorite people to watch. I wish she made more videos. Sam, please make more videos. She loves this company and they had sent her stuff to try out, I think, and she did a whole video dedicated to them. So I'll actually link it down below if you want to hear more. But I wanted to try the solid cleansing balm for myself just because I typically use Dr. Bronner's to wash my makeup brushes with. But I thought that this would be a little bit easier just because with the Dr. Bronner's you are kind of like pouring and washing, and I mean it's not that big of a deal. It's like such a first world problem thing, but I just wanted to try this. This company, in addition to making makeup brush cleansers, also make a unique way to dry your makeup brushes. It's basically like a brush holder where after you wash your makeup brushes, you insert them into these slots and they hang upside down so the water doesn't drip down into the handle of the brush, which can over time loosen the bristles. Beautylish carries the brush holders, so I think the next Beautylish order I make, I'll probably pick up one of those. But for now, I've really been liking this. I think it does a fantastic job of cleaning makeup brushes, leaves them really soft. I've been using it a bunch, so I love it. The next thing is that I did an Instagram post on this. I've been sort of reconceptualizing or rethinking about sunscreen on my face because to date I've just been relying on the sunscreens that are in my makeup basically, or tinted moisturizers. Suntegrity is my absolute #1. Juice Beauty CC cream I also really like, so I've been relying on that. I had a really interesting conversation in the comments of one of my videos with a viewer who leaves me just the most amazing comments. Her name, she comments under Penelope Solange, I think. And I look forward to her comments every time. She just seems like such a beautiful person. I think she lives in Europe. But anyway, we had a really interesting exchange about face sunscreen, and it kind of gave me the push I needed to start trying out sunscreens that are not just in my makeup. She recommended this one really highly. It's the Elta MD Skincare UV Clear Broad Spectrum with SPF 46. It's not an eco product, but it is relatively clean. It has 9% zinc oxide and 7.5% octinazate. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, it's super, super nice. It has rave reviews online. And the other one I was thinking about getting was the Pratima Neem Rose sunscreen. That product costs like an arm and a leg to get shipped. So I was just like, I'm kind of all set. I got this through Amazon Prime as well. So I don't know. I didn't really want to pay to have the Pratima shipped, and you have to spend like $200 to get free shipping. I'm just like, no. So anyway, I've really been loving this. It's the last step in my skincare routine in the morning, and then, you know, 20 or 30 minutes later, whenever I'm doing my makeup, I've been going over it then with the Lily Lolo BB cream, and then I'll spot cover with like RMS on cover up where I need more coverage. Although I feel like I'm super chatty and rambly today, but another thing I've been going through is that I'm starting to feel like makeup is looking like too heavy on me when I watch myself back in videos. So I've been kind of experimenting with going much lighter in my makeup look. I've been liking very minimal coverage on my skin, but so it's nice to have the sun protection. Okay, I did pick up one thing at Sephora, and I didn't feel like digging out the packaging to put it back into because I have been using this. Also did an Instagram post on this. It's the Anastasia Brow Definer. This had so much hype and love with conventional big YouTubers like Jaclyn Hill, Kathleen Lights. They're really the only two of that milieu that I watch because I like their personalities and energy. The other big ones, a lot of them I can't be bothered with, but they both adored this. It has one of those thick slanted nibs. In the past, years ago, before I even decided to pursue eco products, I went through many of the Brow Wiz, which is the very thin one, and I can't be bothered with the thin nib stuff anymore. I just got sick of powder. I've been in the market for a brow pencil, so I decided to try this. I got it in the shade medium brown, and I love it. I am wearing it in my brows today. It's so quick, it lasts, and it rates a 2 on EWG. Someone left me a comment and told me that. I would like to find an eco equivalent of this. On my list now, after that Instagram post, are I think it's pronounced Zuii, Z-U-I-I. Organics makes a product very similar to this. And then I am still planning to get Eco Brow in the color Sharon. But again, a brow pomade to me is much more labor intensive than a brush like this. This is also the same concept as the Hourglass Brow Definer, which I have tried in the past and since returned to Sephora because I think it's overpriced and I didn't think the performance was as good as this. So for now, I'm really liking this. The only issue is that I can tell I'm going to go through it like probably within a couple of months, and they're at $20+ a pop. It's kind of a pricey brow habit to have, but we'll see. My brows are my nemesis / I'm obsessed with them / I'm always on the hunt for new brow products. Okay, now to the most fun thing, at least in my opinion. I placed a Beautylish order. Beautylish is one of my favorite sites to order from. They just carry really amazing luxe brands. They carry some eco stuff too, like Kjaer Weis, which you're gonna see, and May Lindstrom and a couple of others. So Beautylish, Beauty Habit is another big favorite of mine, Detox Market. So anyway, where do I even begin? There's so many things I want to say about this order and Beautylish in general. Shopping on Beautylish is just kind of like an amazing experience overall. I think their packaging is gorgeous. I know this is kind of like a weird nitpicky thing, but the typography on this thing I love. So you open that up, it's amazing. They include a handwritten note. I think that's always a nice touch when companies do that. And then I just think their packaging is so lovely. Things come wrapped in these little brown paper bags, and it was tied with this kind of white and black twine. So it was just packaged and presented beautifully. So they really have the whole luxe shopping experience down. I got 3 Wayne Goss makeup brushes. I have been lusting these since the fall when I saw Tamira Jarrell talk about them. I hemmed and hawed about which ones I wanted, and I've been obsessed with makeup brushes lately, even though I'm not even really wearing that much makeup lately. I don't know, I'm going through this whole thing. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't even tell you why I felt more drawn to Wayne Goss than Ray Morris and Jenny Patinkin are 2 other high-end brush brands that I am lusting hardcore. But I don't know, something about the construction. They're all black. They're squirrel hair made in Japan, but they are cruelty-free. The first one, and this was the one that I think I wanted the most. Actually, that's not true. I think this is the one I wanted the most, but this is actually the one I've been the happiest with. This is the number 2. It's a very small tulip-shaped brush, and I bought this with the intention of setting under my eyes. Oh my God, it's just the softest thing. I cannot even. It's so luxe and amazing. So I bought this with the intention of doing very precise powdering because I like my skin to look very glowy and dewy and illuminated, and so I just wanted to do very precise powdering. This is such a multi-purpose brush though. You could use it to blend out concealer, apply highlight. But for me, it's dedicated purposes powder, and it's been my favorite of these, the 3 that I got. Then I got, it's the 5 and the 6. I got these with the intention that they would replace or be a companion set to my MAC 219, which is a pencil brush, and the MAC 217, which is, I feel, the most ubiquitous brush in makeup kits, amateur and professional. The number 5 is the pencil brush, and the number 6 is more kind of the all-over lid blending brush. So the one I'm still sort of on the fence with is the pencil brush, although the more I use it, the more I'm kind of loving it. This one I do absolutely adore, also because I've been kind of just wanting to step up my eye brush game. I have the 217, and then I have like Real Techniques eye brushes, which are just, they're okay, but they're very, very basic, and I kind of wanted something softer. This is just perfect for both applying shadow to the lid, blending into the crease. You can, it's, for me, I can even use it on the lower lash line to blend out. So it's a really nice all-purpose brush. It had amazing reviews on the website, likening it to a much nicer version of the 217. It is smaller than the 217, although my 217 is very old. I think it's 10 years old at this point, and the 217, MAC 217 brush, I've heard, has a tendency to have the bristles splay out over time. So I don't even think I need to get a new one, basically, is what I'm saying. The number 5 is a very small, precise pencil brush. The reason I've been on the fence about this is because I felt like maybe initially it was too small, but the more that I use it, it's very, very soft, and so I think I just was kind of being like a little too delicate, and I wasn't really kind of getting the look that I wanted. But the more I use it with kind of a moderate amount of pressure, I actually am really liking it, because what it will do is keep color, either liner or shadow, closer to the lower lash line. So sometimes I am using my 219 and it'll smoke it out like way too far down, and then I have to clean up with a Q-tip. This is just much more precise. So that's what I'm using these for. I really like them. I may return this one. That's the other thing. Beautylish seems to have, I've never returned anything to them, but apparently you can return anything within 90 days, which is like so amazing. I'm obsessed with Beautylish right now. I mean, if we're being honest, more of this was always going to happen in my life, you know? The only Kjaer Weis product I currently have is the highlighter, and truthfully, I don't get as much use out of it as I wish that I did, just because it is quite sparkly and shimmery, and it's just not my jam for every day. But for like special occasion stuff, I think it's really beautiful. I wanted a Kjaer Weis product that I could get more daily use out of. So I went for one of their eyeshadows. Now, a couple of things to note. I did my due diligence and research before deciding to throw down $45 on an eyeshadow. These have pretty good reviews, but from people I've talked to, like people whose opinion I trust, friends and other beauty bloggers, the performance of these is not, I don't think that it's good enough to merit the price. However, knowing all that, I still went ahead and purchased this because to me, it's an experience at this point to have this in my life. I went with the shade Wisdom. I wanted just kind of an everyday shadow that I could wear either all over my lid or buffed into the crease or on the lower lash line. Wisdom is kind of a taupe, gray, cool toned purple. And on me, it pulls more purple. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that. I would say the pigmentation is medium. It is pretty matte. It's kind of like a satin matte. And for what I was expecting, I think it has totally served its purpose. It's going to be kind of one of my new staple everyday shadows. Do I think it's as good as my Lorac Pro shadows? I mean, frankly, not really. The lasting power is not nearly as good. I do have to wear an eye primer with it, and I find that it's, unless I really have packed it on, it's not really on my lids that much at the end of the day. I bought this product anticipating all those things, which is why I'm not disappointed and I'm not going to return it. So at this point, for me, it was just the experience of being able to reach for such a beautiful product every day. I don't even know if I'm like articulating my reasons for wanting this and having it very well, but that's just how I feel. It's just, I wanted to have it. It's very cleanly formulated, as you know. These products are made in Italy. I just love the whole concept of the brand, even if the formula and performance is not like my personal favorite. So that's why I decided to go for this. I'm very happy with the color choice. In the future, I may add 1 or 2 more to my collection, but we'll see how this goes for now. And then Beautylish threw in a sample for me, and it's never something I would have purchased for myself, but it is none other than the Beauty World cult favorite Bioderma samples. So it's a sample of the Sebium H2O and the Sensibio H2O. I've never tried Bioderma in my life. Frankly, I don't even think I've ever tried a micellar water in my life. But I actually am going to try these. I'm going to decant the samples into containers and use them instead of being the very classy person that I am and putting Q-tips in my mouth and wetting them with saliva to clean up the edges of my liquid line. I'm gonna use this and we're gonna see how it goes. Can't say enough good things about shopping with Beautylish. I'm already planning what's gonna be in my next order. I think it's gonna be one of the Benjabelle brush trees and potentially the Vizart, I never know how to pronounce it, neutral matte palette, because it's just like a thing of beauty and I've wanted it for like years, so we'll see. Isn't it funny how I'm like, I'm not really into wearing makeup and then I still want to buy like an $80 eyeshadow palette? Like, I don't even know what that's about. Well, I'm going to try and go a little bit faster through the clothing stuff. So I want to burn like all of my winter clothes. I'm so sick of wearing everything. So I've added a few new pieces that can transition me into spring and summer. So the first are, I picked up 2 kind of loose tunic-y tops by the brand. I got them on Nordstrom, but the brand I think is called Lush. So this is what it looks like. I got it in this sort of like blush color, which I think is really pretty. Really happy with that. And then I got it in black because who doesn't need a black tunic-y top? I've actually already worn this one if it looks crumpled. I wore this when I was DJing last weekend over leggings and it was really cute. Learned about these from Michelle1218 here on YouTube. I've watched her for years, which is really funny because she's one of those people, I don't know why I like her, but I do. And she has like interesting recommendations from time to time that pique my interest. So she recommended these and they're pretty affordable. I think they're $35. Actually, this one still has the tag on it. $32. Nordstrom is also an amazing place to shop online because it's no minimum free shipping and then you can return to like any store or online. I just obsessed. This I envisioned wearing with another thing, which I don't have in my possession currently, but I'm picking them up tomorrow from the tailor. I needed a pair of white jeans. I have not had a pair of white jeans in forever. I ended up going with the brand Articles of Society, which is kind of like in the junior section of Nordstrom. Initially, I had tried either the Jamie or the Joni. I've tried both of them at one point or another. For some reason, that style by Topshop, those jeans look bad on me. I went for the Jamie this time. First of all, they run really small. Second of all, I don't know if it's like my body shape or whatever, but they're so high-waisted that they flatten out my ass, so I'm not about that life. Like, I like my booty. I don't want it to look like a pancake, and those jeans definitely they were not flattering on me at all. So I returned them and then ended up getting the Articles of Society pair, which I thought fit much better on me and were more flattering. So those are currently at the tailor. They needed like an inch taken off the bottom because I like my jeans to hit like right on the ankle. Then I really have needed a new pair of sandals. My like ride or die gladiator sandals of the last like 3 or 4 years are like literally falling apart. Like I look homeless when I wear them. But I'm so picky, especially with footwear. So it's just been like hard for me to find something I like to replace them. Sandals, I'm very particular about. I have this weird thing where I don't want my heel to be visible. I know that that's like a very strange thing because so many sandals are like open heeled. I like a closed heel sandal. I just think it looks so much more flattering to the leg and it's like so much more like elegant looking. I don't know, I think I've mentioned this before in videos and someone made me laugh in the comments because they were like, yeah, you really don't, a lot of people just don't take care of their feet so they look like, I don't know, I just have this like weird thing. Anyway, This is the pair I ended up getting. They're actually very similar to, not very similar, but they're kind of a similar concept to the sandals that I've worn for the last like 2 or 3 summers. Gladiator inspired, obviously, with a closed heel in kind of a nude blush color, just because I think that, again, this color is very flattering on the legs. I'm quite petite, I'm 5'3", so anything that can make my legs look longer, I'm like all about. These are by Aldo. I got them from DSW. I also really like the gold detailing like here on the heel and kind of the hardware here. With white jeans, like, can you see it? Like, I'm so excited. The sole of them is very hard, so it's like not flexible at all. I also have not had a lot of success with Aldo shoes lasting very well in the past. They tend to fall apart really quickly. But I mean, this was like desperation at this point. I just really needed a new pair of sandals. So I'm really excited. Some of this happened. I'm sure you all know what this bag connotes. I've been watching a new fitness YouTuber, Robin Gallant. I don't know if any of you watch her. She's like a mini Nikki Blackketter, and she recently got sponsored by Alphalete. And so I've been wanting a pair of like high-waisted leggings for a while. First of all, okay, back up. I go to the gym 2 to 3 times a week. I lift weights. That's what I like to do. And my philosophy with workout wear is I will invest in bottoms, like the legging portion of the workout attire. And workout tops, like what I'm wearing today, I will spend less money on. So for example, this is from Nordstrom Rack. It was like $30 or $35. With leggings, I find the ones that I've gotten that are cheaper, like from Gap or from Nordstrom Rack or wherever, they're see-through. And I'm not about to go to my gym and squat and lunge and do all of that and have my leggings be see-through. So I decided to invest in a pair of the Align leggings. So let me see if I can show you. As you can see, they're really high-waisted. I got them in the shade black, obviously. And God, this is like such an awkward angle. I'll try and insert like another like more full body shot so you can see them all the way down. But as you can see, the whole concept behind these tights is that they're meant to be like you're wearing nothing at all. I will say they're like exceptionally comfortable. They were like $100, but there was an article in the New York Times about the rise of the athleisure industry. People that will pay like $300 for a pair of leggings from Carbon 38. Like, it's a whole like discussion for another day, but I don't know, I felt compelled. I wanted a pair of nice high-waisted leggings and I have no excuse. So I think I covered everything today. I was so chatty today. I don't really know why. I think I just have like a lot of energy and I'm kind of in like go Gomez mode. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would love to hear what you've been buying lately. If you have any recommendations for me, given that you know I have like the most insane spring fever. It's bad. It's like worse than it's ever been. Looking forward to seeing you guys in my next video really soon. Thank you so much for watching. Click on the description box below to see a list of everything that I talked about, and I think that that's it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.